ready? All right. At this time, I'd like to open up the Administrative Services Committee meeting for Monday, June 19, 2017. Please call the roll.
Councilor Corodino.
Here.
Councilor Van Buren.
Here.
Councilor Reynolds.
Here.
Councilor Walker.
Here.
Councilor Emmons.
Here.
I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of June 5th, 2017 committee meeting.
Second.
Councilor Corodino.
Yes.
Councilor Van Buren.
Yes.
Councilor Reynolds.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Emmons.
Yes.
Under old business, is there anything anybody needs to bring up under old business? I do have one thing to bring up under old business. We discussed several weeks ago the Promotion and Tourism Advisory Board, which made great strides last year. We went to several events last year. We purchased an event tent. We also had some promotional materials and some flyers printed up. This year, we're going to utilize the tent as much as we can, and I passed out to all the counselors a list of items that the Promotion and Tourism Advisory Board would like to purchase for the event tent when they go to events like Harbor Fest, Paddle Fest, Dragon Boats, Pumpkin Fest. As you can see, there's several items, an 8-foot table, plastic portable chairs, table clips. We found that when you're down at Brightbeck and you have a tent and you have a table with a tablecloth cover, which is very nice looking with the city logo on it, it has a tendency of blowing away in the wind. So table clips was a necessary item that we didn't include last year. 2 wooden tabletop brochure racks for the actual brochures that we're promoting the city with, display holders for those sheets as well, and 4 tent weights. We realized that the tent has a tendency of flying away in the wind down at Brightbeck. So that's a total of $366 for as a subtotal for those items, as you can see. And then the other item was a promotional item that we wanted to promote the city and pass out. Now, the chairperson for the Ocean and Tourism Advisory Board is here, Ellen Clark. Would you like to take the rest of these items? Maybe expand on them?
Hello. What we came up with for a promotional item this year is a refrigerator magnet that looks very much like the keychain that we did last year. Basically, same shape, a little bit bigger, and same thing on it, the city logo, the website address, and the background being kind of a swirly light blue. It matches everything that we have in place, the tent and the table cover and all of that. We realize that there's not a lot left in the budget for something like this. Last year when we did the keychains, we created 5,000 of them, and we handed them out freely. We do have, I'm going to guess, 300 to 400 left at this point, but we've handed them out all year for all kinds of events. So to keep the cost down, we thought about going with less than that. And as you can see on your sheet, it gives the cost. If we wanted to keep it under $1,000 for the refrigerator magnets, we could go with $1,500. That's our recommendation, just to be able to at least cover Harbor Fest and some of the events. I think that's it. If you feel that the refrigerator magnets should be shared more freely than just at the events, if people would want that, then we need to go with more, like 2,500. I guess that's it. $5,000. Yeah, you know, a lot of people around town, anytime anybody wanted them, they were extremely popular. People love them, and if you all still have yours, they lasted very well, so most people still have them. Yep, there it is. But yes, we went 5,000, and like I said, I'm guessing around 400 are left at this point.
I think, I know I've talked to several who also independently on this, and I mean, the mayor has given the motion person advisory board some orders to promote the city and to do it as effectively as possible. And I know that Councilor Kozik and myself and several other volunteers did man the booth, and we worked very hard to help promote the city with the people who were here for different events like Harbor Fest and Basketball, things like that. But are there any questions about these expenditures? No? Can I have a motion to...
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take it. Thank you. All right, moving on to new business. Item number 1, under authorization, the engineering department requests approval of change order number PC1, the plumbing construction contract with Oswego Mechanical Incorporated for
certain amount of sludge that need to be removed before they could continue with their project. It took them days to take it out. They had to clean the area. And so the work was done so that they could move forward with their project.
Counselor Reynolds. Counselor Walker. Counselor Emmons.
Yeah, this, and the next item as well, they're field changes based on relocating water mains mostly, and other items that have occurred. We had water main break. We had some concrete, some sort of a vault that we didn't have any record of. We had a broken old stone sewer that was full of water that it didn't lead anywhere, but it was just like gathered all the groundwater. So we've had delays on a project, changes to water mains and breaks. So all of these have been put together in a change order, the 2 change orders, and they're for $0 because there's a fund in the contract to address these types of issues. So this type of work has to be done when you get there. Otherwise, you're running some real money with delays.
I did note that there was a fund built into the contract for the separation. Was that something that was done in the other contracts that were done before?
That is something that's been,
Standard operating procedure, something where you're digging up old roads and you never know where to go.
it has been standard in the last few contracts that we've done this way.
Any questions for Johnson?
Counselor Corodino.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Counselor Walker. Counselor Emmons.
Item number 3, the engineering department requests approval of change order number 2 for the general contract with Marcellus Construction Company Incorporated for combined civil separation, section 25%, in the amount of $0 for additional work for unforeseen conditions. I think we've already discussed this on item number 1, on 2, I should say. Any other issues?
Counselor Corodino.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Counselor Walker. Counselor Emmons.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Item number 4, Brian Chetney, Youth Bureau Executive Director, is requesting approval of the execution and installation of the artwork for the West River Walk during 2017. Artwork is available through the
evening. I'm Kristen Slimmer, I'm the Activities Coordinator for the city. Did everybody to review everything? Okay, just in case. This is the 9th year of the Springboard Mural Project, so it's just the formal request to be able to continue.
Second.
Counselor Coordino. Yes. Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Yes. Counselor Walker. Yes. Counselor Emmons.
Councilors, as you know, we are doing the code enforcement mowing of their lawns and so on. And what this will do is allow us to be able to charge the homeowners if they don't take care of their properties themselves. This is approximately the same charge as what we were outsourcing it for. So we didn't have a fee structure set up. Now we're doing the mowing through the DPW, yes.
Counselor Coordino. Yes. Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Yes. Counselor Walker. Yes. Counselor Emmons. Yes.
Item number 6, clerk's office requests your review and consideration for an application from Phil Gordon and Sons Incorporated for a junk license to term July 1st, 2017 to June 30th, 2018. License fee of $100 is on deposit to the clerk's office. This is pretty standard. We go through this every year, I believe. Any comments on it? Seeing none?
Counselor Coordino. Yes. Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Yes. Counselor Walker. Yes. Counselor Emmons. Yes.
Item number 7, under discussion. Nancy Stereo, Personnel Director, requests discussion to award the contract for National Mutual to the administration of the deferred compensation plan for a 5-year contract period. Sarah?
We recently went out for proposals. We received, excuse me, 4 back. They have been reviewed. Mass Mutual has been doing the deferred compensation originally as the Hartford, and Mass Mutual bought out the Hartford. Once we finished the review of the proposals, we were down to 2, and one of them was Mass Mutual, and we just felt there wasn't enough difference between Mass Mutual and the other proposal to make the change at this time. So we're recommending that Mass Mutual be awarded another 5-year contract.
Second.
Counselor Coordino. Yes. Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Yes. Counselor Walker. Yes. Counselor Emmons. Yes. And we need a resolution.
I will do that, yes.
Item number 8, Don Kelly, the Commission requests discussion to dedicated rink account for mobile locker rooms at Crystal Police and Elliott Ice Skating Rink. Mr. Kelly, once again.
Hello. The rinks have a shortage of locker rooms, and as you know, we're taking on the Stampede this year, and by bringing in these mobile units, it'll allow us to, when the minor hockey has tournaments, have kids actually changing where they should be. There's a shortage. They're using tarps and so on in some areas to keep them in a private setting. So we're asking you guys to consider us looking at bringing in these locker rooms so they have a place. Yes, that's correct. There's a dedicated rink account, and this funding would be out of that, so it wouldn't be budgeted or... Well, considering we're thinking about doing some other things, Justin's looking into some grants. The mobile units, we could always turn them back over, to put an addition on, and then be here a few years from now wanting to do something else and tear a building down would be. not the best of ideas.
Is that going to require more personnel to monitor those mobile locker rooms?
No, it will not.
Counselor Corradino. Yes. Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Yes. Counselor Walker. Yes. Counselor Emmons. Yes. And we need a resolution.
Second.
Counselor Corradino. Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds. Counselor Walker. Yes. Counselor Emmons. Yes.
This time I'd like to call the Physical Services Committee to order. Could you please call the roll?
Counselor Van Buren.
Here.
Counselor Emmons. Here. Counselor McLaughlin. Absent. Counselor Goza.
Any motion to approve the minutes of the June 5th, 2017 committee meeting?
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons. Yes. Counselor Gozick.
Is there any old business to come before this committee? Seeing none, moving on to new business. Item number 1, Justin Rudgick, Community Development Director, received a request from Victory Transformation, Inc. regarding the Prayer for the Prodigals event to be held on Saturday, July 8th, 2017, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. The event is requesting the use of public space at Riverwalk West and Veterans Stage. The event is also requesting up to 14 picnic tables to use during the event, and additional trash containers, and there's an attachment. Is there anyone here to speak to that? Yes.
I just want to say this is the 4th annual event of this special event. So it's been happening before, and so it's a routine request that they have. So what it is they start with a prayer service from Elam Grace, and they kind of do a walk down to Veterans Stage, and they kind of have a park, a picnic, if you will. So it's pretty straightforward.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll take a motion.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons. Yes. Counselor Gozick. Yes. We need a resolution.
I will.
Item number 2, Justin Rudgick, Community Development Director, received a request from Create Studios, LLC regarding the Oswego County Paddle Fest to be held on Saturday, July 22nd, 2017. The kayakers will reach Oswego around 11 a.m., and the event will last until 7 p.m. The event is requesting the use of public space at Riverwalk West and Veterans Stage for the festivities, including concert and food vendors, as well as the use of Wrights Landing Marina as a designated shuttle area and loading areas for kayaks and canoes. Attached is a summary of the request for the use of city property/resources for review.
Thank you. As is indicated in the minutes, there is an attached sheet to your packet that kind of itemizes all the different requests of public services or resources for the Paddle Fest event. The date is a little bit changed from previous years, where one of the focus is to coincide that with the Tall Ship event with the Maritime Museum, which it kind of creates a bigger bang, a higher visible impact. So, I mean, the route is a little bit different. Heath Jones from Create is here. She can speak to it if you have any questions, but it's pretty much standard in terms of what has been previously approved in the past. So it's a pretty straightforward event.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll take a motion.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons. Yes. Counselor Gozick. And we need a resolution.
Item number 3, Thomas Kells, DPW Commissioner, received a request from Crystal Thomas on behalf of the Oswego Lakers Swim Club for use of the Gallagher Swimming Pool for summer sessions running from June 26, 2017 to July 28, 2017 from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. The OLSC will provide their own lifeguards and coaching staff, and they carry their own insurance. Certification for coaches and lifeguards is available for review in the mayor's office. Is anyone here to speak to that?
Hi, I'm Crystal Thomas. I'm here on behalf of the Oswego Lakers Swim Club, which is a USA Swimming sanctioned swim team here in Oswego. We've been around for 25 years, and we are requesting use of the pool for 23 days in the summer for 5 weeks, which is about 46 hours. and it would be between the hours of 7 and 9 a.m. before the pool is open to the public.
Does anybody have any questions or comments? Councilor Walker?
That is correct. So counselors, before you decide too quickly, we will have overtime. We'll have to bring 2 guys in early, about 5 a.m. to do what we need to do to allow them to be here at 7. So
Are there any other questions or comments? I know we'd spoken about this before and some of the other requests for use of the pool, the YMCA, Jennifer Mays before that came before us, so just like everybody to keep that in mind. So far, we've held the stance that we weren't going to lease out sections of the pool to the public. I'm still of that opinion. I'll certainly let the counselors make up their own minds how they want to handle that. So, if there's any other questions or comments,
May I make an announcement?
please.
If it's an issue of being compensated for the overtime, we have a budget in place that we could probably work with that figure. This would be a great opportunity to give our kids who swim year-round exposure to an outdoor pool that's right here in our city, as well as to bring some more recognition to this club. I mean, it's a USA-sanctioned swimming club here in Oswego. If it's just a matter of how we determine who's going to pay for the overtime, I think that, that's something that's accomplishable.
Ma'am?
Couldn't these gentlemen of the DPW flex their schedule? Rather than have an overtime issue?
It doesn't really work that way when we have a union structure for a contract like that. The gentlemen agree to what their hours are beforehand. You can't really go outside those parameters. That's what causes issues with grievances and things like that. The gentlemen, the DPW is certainly very generous with their time when they donate to the public stuff, when we're doing volunteer work and all of that. But when it comes to physical work for the DPW, when it requires overtime, that's not something that we can be as flexible on. Councilor Gozer?
Well, counselors, you're talking, let's say their base pay is $22 an hour, so you're $33 an hour times 2 men, times,
It's 23 days, it would be a total of 46 hours for the use.
so that's, I'm going to say is about, what, $1,300, Kevin? What, I just wanted to wake, I was just trying to wake you up.
No. I'm thinking
Huh? About $1,500. Chamberlain, I should have asked the Chamberlain.
But it's just the overtime we have to pay, right, not the full. So the difference would be $11, right? Or they...
No, they'd be coming in early. It would be overtime. So,
I have a question though. Is this because I know that Laker Hall closed for swim? Do you guys usually practice there for the college?
We do, that's our main facility. They're,
And they're closed for the summer because of renovation?
no, that's not correct.
Oh,
They are
okay.
open. They are open.
Okay.
Lee Hall is closed. Lee Hall.
Yeah, it's Lee Hall, yeah.
No problem.
So we share space between both Laker Hall as well as the Oswego High School, and this is just something new for our club that would be a great opportunity, and I understand there's other organizations and people in the community that have asked to use the pool for other uses, but I think that this is a great opportunity to kind of open that up and maybe start considering it, especially if we're willing to, share some of the cost.
counselors, one other thing to consider is if it's a rain day or something, we've told these guys to come in. We can't tell them an hour before that, never mind, you don't need to. So we would have to pass that along. So as long as they're willing to. Swim, 10, yeah.
Any other questions or comments? With that, I'll take a motion. You guys are interested in passing it to the full council? I'd certainly support that if you'd like to.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons. Yes. Counselor Gozick.
Thank you.
You're up. Is there any other business to come before this committee? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons. Counselor Gozick.